Good evening, councillors, officers and members in the public of attendance and our viewers live streaming tonight's Planning Committee meeting. I declare this meeting open at 35 minutes past 6. My name is Councillor Julie Williams and I'm the Mayor of Darebin City Council. I'm also the chairperson for tonight's Planning Committee. It is my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's Planning Committee, and the meeting will be scheduled online as soon as practical. I'd first like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri, the Warrawong people on the land as the traditional owners of the land that we gather here, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and recognise their continuing connection to the land, water and culture. I also would like to acknowledge our members here this evening. I have Councillor Hannon, Councillor Rennie, Councillor Newton, Councillor McCarthy, Councillor Lawrence and Councillor Messina, and I have Councillor Greco online and Councillor Dimitriadis as an apology. I have our officers this evening as Vanessa and Catherine, and thank you all. And if any councillors or officers have any disclosures of interest, could you kindly please let me know. Councillors, could I please have a mover for the adoption of the minutes from the previous Planning Committee that was held on the 13th of June? I have Councillor Rennie as the mover and Councillor McCarthy as a seconder. I'll put that to vote. All those in favour? That has been carried unanimously. Thank you. Councillors, we will be permitting question times to our officers, but before the commencement of the debate of each item, if I feel that we need extra time, I will permit it. So we'll go straight into the consideration of reports this evening. I believe that we have one item to consider, is 23 James Street, Preston. So I'll go over to our officers. Thank you very much, Catherine.
Thank you, Mayor. So this item concerns an application for 2 double-storey dwellings with double-storey garage lofts at the rear at 23 James Street in Preston. There were 6 objections to the application. This morning we became aware that due to an administrative oversight, the applicant and objectors were not sent letters notifying them that the planning application would be heard at tonight's Planning Committee meeting. So in order to ensure procedural fairness to all parties, it's important that they do receive a written notice, which among other things gives them time to prepare and explains the process, including how to register to speak. So because of this, I'm actually recommending that the item be deferred from tonight's meeting to be heard at the August meeting instead. We have notified the applicant and the 6 objectors this morning to let them know that I would be making this recommendation and to apologise for any inconvenience. They have been informed that they will be sent a notice for the August meeting. So therefore, I recommend that this item be deferred until the August Planning Committee meeting through a procedural motion. Thank you.
Mayor, I'd be happy to move that procedural motion.
Okay, thank you. So for those viewing online, we have a procedural motion for this item to be deferred and to allow it to come back to the next council meeting, which is in the 14th of August. I have the mover as Councillor Newton and Councillor Messina as the seconder. I'll put that item to vote. All those in favour? And that has been carried unanimously. In reference to other business items and general planning information scheduled for VCAT applications, councillors, do I have a mover on that? Councillor McCarthy, and do I have a seconder on that? Councillor Messina. I'll put that item to vote. All those in favour? And that has been carried unanimously. The consideration of reports, we do not have anything confidential because that was the only item that we needed to consider, and the fact that we have a procedural motion to defer it, I'll now close this meeting at 39 minutes past 6. So thank you.